Hey ladies and gentlemen, I'm back with another book review, and as you can see, I'm reviewing Cruel Intentions by Cora Kent. This is book one in a Blackmore University novel. So far there are 3 books. It is a dark college bully romance. This book also has a prequel, so I'm going to show you the prequel. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the prequel called Cruel Beginnings. You can find it on her website or on Amazon, I believe. When I read this prequel, I was all in to read Cruel Intentions. It just grabbed me and held my attention, and it got me ready for the book. So let's go back to Cruel Intentions. Okay, so I will say Cruel Intentions is an awesome first book. I am definitely a fan of this author now. Like, this book and the prequel got me into it. I'm giving this a 4 stars. There are some things that I didn't like about it, but not too much. I will say this. It has some things that I've never read into it, and I will admit I am very new to the dark romance. So some of the stuff I've read, I haven't seen it all. So if you've read dark romance and you're like, oh, this is nothing, then I apologize. But the book has a hero named Xavier. He is a college student, and for all intents and purposes, he hates his stepsister. Kay or Kai, whatever you want to call her. I call her Kai. I just didn't like Kay. So their backstory is Kai's mom had an affair with Xavier's dad, and he was pissed because Xavier's dad, of course, left his mom, and it basically destroyed his mother. So he basically took it out on the stepmom and really on his stepsister. Like, bullied her all times. He basically was like, he doesn't allow her to date anything. Which is funny because he's away at college and he still stopped her from dating in high school. And of course, you know, he's got money because his mom and dad were rich. And Kai, whatever you want to call her and her mom were poor. So he's like, your mom's a gold digger, she's trash, da 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 da. You know, all the typical angst. I mean, yes, he's technically an adult, but this came out of nowhere where his dad just up and left his mom. So it destroyed him, it destroyed his mom. So he basically was just mean to his stepsister, really mean, like all kinds of things. Well, now he had to go away to college, and the stepsister, Kay, she's getting ready to go to college. And I'm sorry, I jumped back and forth between the name Kay and Kai. I just don't know why. Anyway, so she's going to the same university he is, and she's talking to her friend. She goes, I'm relieved because her stepfather's been looking at her real inappropriate, like since she was 16, and she developed like trying to get her in a bikini, giving her these looks, and she's like, I don't want to say anything to my mom, but I'm uncomfortable. She goes, at least I'm away from that. Okay, you're away from that. That's awesome. So she's like, and Xavier, he's gonna be busy. He's got football practice. He don't have time to bother me. This is a big campus. Lo and behold, she pulls up the first day, and who's waiting for her? And her friend's like, oh my God. So, yeah, her friend's like, yo, this is ridiculous. Like, he won't leave you alone. And she's like, oh, whatever. And he's like, enjoy your day or whatever. Well, let me say something. Xavier's a stalker. He stalks this girl. Like, it's got her phone dinged. Wherever she goes, he shows up. He's not having it. And Xavier is a slightly watered down version of his father, Malcolm. I will say this about the father, Malcolm. Malcolm is like a hunter predator thing. Like, when he wants something, he zeroes in on it and he goes, and he doesn't stop. He gets what he wants. And that is not a good thing, because right now his eyes are set on his stepdaughter. He's like, I want to pop that cherry, da-da-da-da-da. But he knows that his son has feelings for her more than what he's been into himself. So he's doing also to needle his son. The one thing I like about Xavier is he knows his limits. Like, and he's done some crazy stuff. But and to the point where he realized that his feelings for her, he stopped doing some of the things. It was like, if I'm ever going to have her, I need to stop because I'll lose her. Which I respected that. Now, Kai, I don't even know what to say. Kay, I don't know what to say about her. Like, she's naive. She does stupid things. And I was just like, girl. Like, one thing, Xavier came up to her and was like, I hear you're looking for a job, but don't go work for my dad. Just don't do it. And despite him, she goes and she works for the dad, and some crap happens. And, like, let's just say she's lucky that she got away, because it could have ended up really bad. And I'm like, you put yourself in a situation because you thought you could handle it, but you couldn't even handle the pressure of when you were at home and his looks and stuff. What do you think was going to happen when he had you to himself in an office building? Come on, girl. And she just does things to be defiant, and like, she doesn't even realize her feelings for him either. It's just a good book. I don't want to give anything away. But what I say, like I said, this is a 4-star for me. I like the plot. I like the characters. I like how they're introducing the side characters for upcoming books. Like, they give you enough tidbits that you're interested in them, but not too much that they overtake the story, which I find a lot of side characters do that in books. But I am looking forward to seeing how Xavier and Kai end up in future books, because they're going to pop in. And hopefully we will see more exciting books from this author. I do know she has another book coming out, and I believe it's called Dark Obsession. Let me see. Okay, this is the next book, book 2 in the Blackmore series. Blackmore University series, called Dark Obsession. It's a dark student-teacher romance. This also has a prequel to it. So what I would suggest is read the prequel, then read the book. They're both on Kindle Unlimited. And yeah, so this is book 2, Dark Obsession, and then you got book 1. Again, this is book 1. I believe this book came out in October of 23, so it's a barely new book. It's the first book of this author. So guys, support this author. Go read it. I'm thinking about getting it for like a paperback to put on my shelf to support the author. Hit the like button, subscribe. Please share this video so other people find this author. Also, in the comments below, if you've read it, let me know what you think, because I don't know anybody else has read it. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye.